Hey guys, quick update on the home TV analog transmitter station. I don't want to lead any of you astray with my really quick initial check out. See, I found out about this by watching another YouTuber demonstrate it, and it worked great in his setup. What I didn't realize, I didn't pay close enough attention, is that he was using the PAL system, which I suspect is what this was primarily designed for. But yes, it does have a mode. You do switch between N and P, NTSC, and PAL, and you can change the sound carrier from 6.5 to 4.5. However, the issue is with the stations that it transmits on. And the problem was staring me right in the face. I just didn't realize it was look at the VHF and FM carrier frequencies. Those aren't right. Those are 2 megahertz off for channel 6. And that is the only lower VHF option. Now that's what I was using when I demonstrated this. And yeah, there's enough bandwidth for the video that I could still get a decent picture. So the video bandwidth is about 4 megahertz wide, so being off by 2 megahertz, it still falls within the passband, but there was no sound. I didn't realize that when I demoed it because I was excited. I just plugged in video, I didn't hook up sound. Since then, I went through the other VHF options, and they're all off, except for channel 10, which is what I'm broadcasting on now. It's off, but only by 0.25 megahertz. In the United States, channel 10 would be on 200. This is 200.25. 0.25, that's within the fine-tuning range. So here's a much better example of what the image quality is like, which is excellent, excellent. Also hooked up a better pair of rabbit ears. The bars, yeah, I don't doubt it's from my just using a phone charger. They even say that in the manual that a clean, these are very noisy and you should use a clean DC source. And this will actually take up to 9 volts, not just 5, but they say it will get warm. And it gets a little bit warm even with 5. Now, some of you suggested I hook it up to a 5-volt clean DC supply, and I have one right back there. But what I don't have is a breakout cable for a USB-C connector to feed it in. But at some point I will. But that's why these bars are there. And notice they're not always there. This is a real rinky-dink setup here. These things are just kind of flopping around. Even just me moving around is changing those interference bars and the reception quality. Play around with this to get a better setup for it, mount things securely so it can't be flopping around, and I think you get better results too. But we do have sound.
Now I'm sure it was all in your imagination.
There's enough on the fine-tuning range that even though it's off by 0.25 megahertz, I can tune it in. And that is the only station that will work in the VHF band. UHF band, I took a quick look. It looked like most of those were off. Maybe they're all off as well. But it should work on channel 10. Your set should have enough play with fine-tuning that you can pick up sound. So, that's it for now. Don't want any of you to be disappointed. I still want to do a more in-depth video on this where I try the HDMI. And even if forget about the transmitter, this should work just simply as an HDMI to composite converter, which you could then feed into a better RF modulator. So even if the broadcast portion didn't work for you, it's an inexpensive HDMI to composite analog video solution, if nothing else. If it works. But hey, for my just needs, which is to just do quick demos or whatever, that this works fine.